Hello, and thanks for coming by my channel, Infinite Intuition. If you've been here before, welcome back. If not, then just welcome. Usually on my channel, I do pick-a-card readings. It's what I enjoy doing. But today I actually feel like I wanted to do something different. So there's not going to be any pick-a-card today. There's really not going to be any cards today. And mainly that's just because my current energy at this time is just not feeling the pick-a-card. Doing pick-a-cards. I'm not even really into watching pick-a-cards at this time. And if you think that has to do with the current US election, then you would be right. It does. If you've been to my channel before, then you know that I've actually been doing fairly well, posting regularly on my channel, but I did not post at all last week, which was the week of the election, and it wasn't really just because of the election. It was because I was actually sick. My husband had caught a cold, and then he passed it on to me. I think it was like the day after Halloween, he started feeling kind of sick. He thought it was allergies at first, but no, it was a cold. And then he passed it on to me. He passed it on to a few of our friends. So I had been down and out for most of last week and into like half of this week. I'm just now actually feeling better. But please excuse me if you hear me sniffle or even like clear my throat or cough a little bit. Just because I am still trying to get rid of the last little bits of it, but for the most part, I'm actually feeling pretty okay. But that's why I didn't post the last week, and that's why I didn't really post a lot this week. But as I was getting myself back to health, I was realizing yeah, I'm just not into doing pick-a-cards at this time. Not to say that I'm never going to do a pick-a-card ever again. It's just with the current state of things, I just don't really feel like that's the energy that's coming through on my channel, not just for myself, but maybe for those who may be watching, maybe feeling the same way as me, where maybe you have seen pick-a-card videos, but at this time, just because of how things have gone, you're just not as into it as you used to be. And so I have this idea of actually bringing in a prayer, and that's what I have written in my book today. I am also going to be doing an offering as well. Now, for me, if you've seen my past videos, I am somebody who does work with the goddess Hecate. I also have talked about working with Brigid. I'm also somebody who works with Persephone and Hades, which isn't, if you know anything about Hecate, shouldn't be a big surprise because they actually work together. So I'm going to be calling in those people who I work with because that's just for me, it's a personal thing for me. But I am definitely leaving this video and this prayer, and even if you feel like giving an offering, completely open. It is completely up to you. Like what you want to do, while I'm doing the prayer. I will definitely put the prayer down in the description below so you could say it with me. Feel free to also use this prayer on your own. You can alter it in any way that feels comfortable for you. You can include maybe like in a beginning to it. You can even include like an ending to it. I'm not going to say amen, but if you feel like you need to say amen at the end of this prayer, definitely feel free to do so. But my intention definitely with this prayer is to bring in some kind of positivity. And also clarity and protection, truth, strength. I'll be going over all of that in the prayer. But yeah, definitely feel free to take it and alter it in any way you like, as long as it's positive. Okay, this is not meant for any negative intent. This is all positive. So before we get into the prayer, I did want to talk about what's going on at this time. Maybe you are aware that we were in the middle of a full moon tonight. I was planning on actually filming this on the 15th when the full moon was. The full moon probably is still out right now, but I am actually up very late, and that is due to me being a huge nerd and playing Minecraft with my friends and my husband, and we all got a little carried away with building stuff in the game, so we all lost track of time. But I also didn't want to be recording. Like, I could have waited to go online tonight, but because I know that my husband and my roommate were going to be talking and gaming, and I would definitely pick them up on my mic, I decided to wait. And yeah, so now I'm filming it really late. It's like 3:30 a.m. on the 16th. It is actually the night of Hecate, which I, for the first time, I'm going to be celebrating today. So that's exciting for me, at least. I don't know if you worship Hecate at all and are going to be doing the same thing, but yeah, I'm just going to be hanging out with my husband and my friend, and we're going to have a meal together that I'm going to prepare in honor of Hecate, and I'm definitely going to be saying a prayer to her on my own. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. But for you guys, I definitely wanted to read to you about what this full moon was all about for tonight. And I found 3 pictures on Facebook, because I follow a couple like witchy groups on my Facebook, and I wanted to share them with you. So for the full moon, it says, during this powerful full moon, you are a magnet for miracles as the universe aligns to bring extraordinary changes into your life. The energy is vibrating so high that you can feel amazing things are on their way. The path is clearing and abundance is flowing like never before. A miracle beyond your wildest dreams is closer than you think, as the universe prepares to shower you with blessings and opportunities. Stay open to the signs. Seeing 1111, 333, or 99 is your confirmation that a breakthrough is just around the corner. Trust that this full moon is working its magic to make your dreams a reality and is holding miraculous blessings just for you. So I'm not sure if you've been feeling any of that energy, or if you've been seeing those signs, those angel numbers. I know I've definitely been seeing a lot of angel numbers these past few months. Definitely 1111 and 333 are one of those for me, at least. And I know that I was just talking about like the energy of the election and how, getting into it a little bit more, how this intuitive community, like tarot readers, astrologers, people who are just very intuitive in general, are feeling such an off kind of energy, like something is wrong, kind of energy. And I've been seeing that a lot from people on YouTube, on Facebook, in comments and videos, all saying the same thing, that something is just off. And I wish I wasn't sick to make this video sooner, but yeah, I just really wanted to go off of the current energy still, because it's still here. That feeling is still here, that something is wrong. And I'll get into that a little bit more when I'm done reading these images, but I know the image I was just talking about was just kind of like miracles are happening. And maybe they are. Maybe you are feeling that. I know for me, even though I feel like the energy after the election is just really weird, I'm still having that feeling of hope. I'm still having that feeling that something good is still around the corner. But of course, the current event is still very apparent. It's very forefront, because that's all you're hearing every single day. So I think it's kind of hard to keep in mind about those miracles. So I'm really hoping that what I just read to you is something that kind of lifts you up a little bit. And this next image says super full moon, because this isn't just a regular full moon, this is a super full moon. And it says we will experience the last super moon for nearly 12 months. So we're not going to have a super full moon until about this time next year. So make sure to spend time outside under the moonlight if you can. This lunation invites us to connect with a feeling of inner security and calmness, even when everything around us is changing rapidly and unexpectedly. And I would also like to add that weird energy post-election that we're feeling. And then this last image says that it is a full moon in Taurus. This full moon is forcing you to look at your deepest traumas and release them. You are no longer the person you used to be, so stop living in the painful memories of your past. It is time to move forward to a bright future. Fears, doubts, and sadness may resurface. It is a part of your transformation. The more you let go what is no longer serving your highest good, the more you are welcoming what you deserve. You have come a long way. Celebrate all your achievements, big or small, and the challenges you have overcome. Surrender and trust the process. Practice firm boundaries. Protect your energy and heal in private. Rebirth. And then at the very bottom of that image, it says type I release to affirm, obviously. I'm reading this off Facebook, so people in the comments under that image are saying I release. If any of that really resonated with you and made you feel something, you can go ahead and type I release down below in the comments if you feel like you need to. And maybe typing that down below, or even saying it to yourself out loud, will help you release any hurt, any trauma that you may be still holding on to. Okay? So I'm hoping you're getting the intention that I have for this video today. This is really all just meant to be positive energy. I want to bring in healing. I want to also bring in strength, and I also kind of want to bring in a will to fight. And I don't necessarily mean like physical fighting. I mean like having a voice right now. So, things I wanted to share about, I guess, this energy and the election a little bit. I've been watching this lady named Karen. Her channel on YouTube is called Ask the Spirit Guides. I don't know if any of you have been to her channel, but I definitely found her to be very interesting, and I love what she does. She's just very real, very laid back, and I love that. And one of the things that she does in her videos is she tries to bring in, and not in all of her videos, but like some of the videos she does do a clearing session, like a clearing of energy. And she uses these dowsing rods to communicate with her guides and to give her viewers a hug and to just bring them a sense of clarity and understanding. And I'm hoping I can bring something like that to this channel and to this video. But I was doing one of her clearings, and I think it was actually about protection. And I had gotten actually kind of like a vision during that moment of the world, like the actual earth, but it was outlined in white. It was like the earth was all black, but it was outlined in white. And I remember saying this in a comment too in her video, and I'm not sure if any of you have seen her video and maybe you saw my comment, or maybe she's here and she saw that comment, because I know she hearted it. But I saw the earth and it was in black, outlined in white. The continents were outlined in white. And then I started seeing speckles of light come on in the US. And this was all after I had just got done praying during this clearing to my gods about protection, because it started with myself, with my friends, with my family, and then I had it spread out even further to those who I don't know, those in the US, those on this continent, and then around the world. And then I kind of started seeing those speckles of light not just shine in the US, but around the whole world. And then I kind of came back into like my present moment, my present self, and I became very aware of my breathing. And then I felt like I wasn't really breathing alone, like I was breathing with others as well, maybe others who were feeling the same way as I was what I was kind of feeling. And then I started seeing people in kind of what I still can't even really describe it well, but like the best thing I could come up with was like a silent protest. But we were all holding hands. There were so many people holding hands and singing, and it was to the tune from Les Miserables, which I cannot say the name of that. So Les Mis, of Can You Hear the People Sing? And it's not in like an aggressive fighting kind of tone. It wasn't even sad. It was calm, but the people were still loud enough to make their voices heard. And it started in front of the White House, and then I started seeing it spread throughout the rest of the US. And then I actually started seeing it again spread to the whole world. Because a lot of these comments that I've also been seeing, even after that vision, aren't just people from the US, they're actually also people from other countries who are paying attention and are saying that they're standing with us and hoping that maybe there can be some light shed on this whole ordeal. But it was interesting that I had heard that Les Mis song in that vision that I had, because during the election, and especially the day after, maybe even the day after that, that was all I kept hearing in my head. But it was really slow and somber. And then as days went by, I would kind of hear it a little again, but it was like it was picking up the pace and the tune to how it is in the movie, but also hearing it in a calm way, like how I described in that vision, with us, with people holding hands, with us holding hands. And so what I kind of take away from that is that I do believe that, yes, we need to fight, but I think this fight is to make our voices heard. You can contact the White House. You can contact your state representative, your senators, people. You can contact people in power. You can email them. I've already done it. My husband's already done it. I know I sent the link to my mom and she's already done it. You need to make your voice heard. We all need to make our voice heard. If you feel like there's something wrong, you need to let them know. And so that's what I come here to say to you. To not give up. Keep pushing forward. And make sure you are heard. Okay. And that's kind of what I feel like I needed to get out today. I hope that all makes sense to you. Again, it is very late and I can kind of start to feel the tiredness kind of start to kick in. But yeah, I really hope that resonated with you. That was the message that I really felt like I needed to say to, as well as this prayer that I'm about to do. So let's go ahead and get into this prayer. I'm going to put my offering bowl here. In my prayer, I also wrote down sigils. I've never made sigils before. Please feel free to use them as well, as long as they're positive. And I will put the sigils up on the screen as well. They may not look perfect, but I think I got them looking pretty good to where you would be able to at least draw them out on your own. But also, if you are somebody who knows how to do your own sigils and you want to make your own, please feel free to do so. You do not have to use mine. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into our prayer and our offering. And after I start to burn the offering, I'm actually going to have quite a bit of time where we're just going to sit here in silence and we're going to meditate. And you can pray more if you want to during that time. You can just sit in silence. Maybe you'll have your own vision like I did. But I do want to just sit here with you and just feel connected to those who feel the same way, okay? Because you're not alone, trust me. When I went on that Ask the Spirit Guides channel with Karen, that was the first time I actually felt really validated. And it wasn't just, it wasn't just me and my husband feeling this way, or my friends or my parents, the people that I'm closest to. It's not just my close network, it's everybody. It's so many people. So that's what I want to bring in during this moment of silence after the prayer and the offering. That, to bring in a reminder that you are not alone. Okay? Alright. So, let's go ahead and get into this prayer. So, it may not be very good. It's not gonna rhyme. It's not gonna have like certain beats like a poem would. It's not gonna be like that. I just wrote down things that I felt like I needed to pray about in the moment. And like I said, you can alter this any way you want. I intended this to be for public use. So, alright. I pray for protection for my friends, family, and all who I don't know. For the world as a whole, including plant and animal life, and myself. Please stand with us by our sides through thick and thin, and whatever the future may bring. I pray for strength, emotional, physical, and mental, for whatever we may need in the moment now or in the future. Please aid our fears, sadness, and worries, and turn them into our inner power. I pray for clarity. May those who are blinded by lies and deceit gain vision to what's true. May those who are hindered by their inner turmoil release negative thoughts and emotions. Please stay by our sides and help heal us all. I pray for truth. May any hidden secrets be revealed and brought to the light. May those who are searching find the answers with ease. Please aid them in their search and bring justice to all. I pray for unity. May we as a whole come together as a community. May we rise each other up holding hands and use our voices as one. Please help make our voices heard and ring true. I pray for love. Fill all our hearts with gratitude and empathy for each other. May we find a living home and connection within our hearts with each other. Please help us all to remember the importance of love for ourselves and each other. Please hear my words and accept this offering. And accept this offering I give you with much love and gratitude. Thank you, and blessed be. Okay, if you're still here with me, I'm gonna be ending it here. If you need more time, you can definitely go back to the start of the meditation, and you can go on for a longer amount of time if you need to. But I really hope that this helped you, and I realized there was something I forgot to say about with the prayer, I had forgotten to say before we got into it that my intention wasn't to use any specific, gods in the prayer, like I had mentioned, because I wanted this to be open, which is why I also refrained from using any pronouns like he, she, or they, because I wanted it to be open again for you to use. So if you want to take that prayer and alter it in any way and include the name of your god or goddess or whoever it is that you worship, including pronouns as well, then definitely feel free to do so. But as for a whole, for the purpose of this video, since I'm not just the one using it, then I wanted it to be completely open. And I also apologize that I kept my lighter on the offering for so long. It just was not burning, probably because I had put something inside the paper, that I folded something up inside the paper that I don't think really wanted to burn completely, but we got it. So I hope that wasn't too distracting. But yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to say. Apologies that this isn't the same setup that I've been having in my past few videos because it's so late. My husband wanted to go into the bedroom, of course, where I usually film. That's where the desk is. So we switched rooms so he could have some privacy and so I could also have some quiet. And I hope it was quiet enough. I'm sorry for any noise that may have happened in the background. I think our mini fridge was running and it clicked off during the meditation because it wasn't in the cooling phase anymore. So apologies about that, but other than that, yeah, I just hope that it was quiet enough for you. I hope it helped you. I hope the prayer helped you. Take a big deep breath if you really need to. It's a lot right now, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed, and it's okay to have the feelings that you're feeling, whether they're sad or angry, both, whatever that you're going through right now. But let's stick together. Let's use our voices. Let's get through this thing, okay? Let's do it together. Plans for my channel going forward. Like I said, at this moment, at this current energy, I just don't feel like doing pick a cards at the moment. That could change. As for anything, past this prayer, I'm not really sure. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow for, I think, this time. And whatever I feel like I need to do in the moment, I'll definitely do it like I did with this. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I hope this helped you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. If you're celebrating Night of Hecate, I hope you have fun. I hope it goes well for you. I hope anything else is going well for you. And yeah, until next time. Bye, guys.